Good morning, everybody. Well, good morning, everybody. I don't think it's any secret that I have been a little bit distant from YouTube, social media, all the above. I don't know, I guess all I can attribute that to is just a little bit of burnout and trying to learn the company at the same time, taking more ownership, responsibility. It's tough. I kind of had to pick and choose my battles, and for a while there, I had to focus a lot of my attention toward the business and actually running the business with alongside my dad and learning all that. So without getting into that too much, a little bit more will divulge as videos go on, but a lot of major changes have taken place. Yeah, but we're doing great. Business is great, business is thriving, so can't complain there. With that, I definitely did not forget about YouTube. This is not something that I ever wanted to like completely give up at all. It's just, like I said, one of those choices that I had to make for the time being. But with that being said, 2024, we are back. I am happy to bring back videos, and yeah, we'll just kind of hopefully keep the train going and keep videos coming out. So with that being said, this morning we are fueling up the rotator. As you guys see, my beautiful truck all nice and clean. Spent a little bit of time yesterday washing it up, making sure it was perfect, and we're going to be headed up to Yucca Valley, which is about an hour's drive from here, and we're going to be lifting a supposedly 28,000 pound total weight, which includes container plus load, off of a chassis, setting it on the ground. Probably more than likely a Marine moving from who knows where to the Marine base up there, and probably shipped all his stuff. That's pretty common, but you know, more than likely it's someone that was moving, but more than not, it's a Marine, which is cool. So we're gonna be helping someone out today move into their new home, drop all their stuff that they put into a shipping container on the ground, and then that way they can do whatever they gotta do. So that's kind of the plan this morning. And yeah, we'll kind of see how things go. Just a couple little sneak peeks here while the truck's fueling up. Why don't I show you? All right, truck was a little bit thirsty this morning. Took almost 56 gallons. So, all right, let me show you guys at least one of the new truck additions. We have a total of 3 trucks and 1 trailer since I last talked to you. So this bad girl is one of them. Pretty nice looking unit, I would say. So we bought it used, obviously, because of the color scheme. Not really our color scheme, but I think at this point we're kind of just embracing that we don't really have a color scheme anymore. It's just, it is what it is, and we make it fit. So kind of changed up the logo here a little bit to match. Got some orange in there to paint match the orange. Got her all polished up. It's a good looking truck. It's got almost 400,000 miles on it, believe it or not. So it's a clean unit. That's why we picked it up. So got ourselves a chain box here filled with all the chains, and then we're hooked up to our 2-axle trailer that we've had before. We do have a new 3-axle trailer over there, so now we have 2 3-axle trailers. I don't remember if I've shown you guys that before, but that's one of the new additions. We got a new flatbed over there and a new wheel lift as well. So let me go see. I think the wheel lift's not here at the moment, but the flatbed is. All right, and then another new addition is this new international, I believe these are called MV607s, 2024 unit. So we got this new flatbed. We traded in one of our older flatbeds for this guy, so this is just like a direct replacement, not an addition. But yeah, it's a pretty slick unit, I would say. By the way, I'm going to give you guys full truck tours of all of these units, you know, dedicated videos. I think that'd be pretty cool. You guys seem to like those. So, but just a little sneak peek. I think one of the projects that I have on my mind today, though, that I'll probably show you guys a little bit, not a huge deal, but it was my fault. I didn't proofread properly. I sent the designer the wrong address here, so this is actually misspelled. This should be an I instead of an L. My fault, but they printed me up a new one. All I gotta do is scrape that off and slap a new one on there, so that'll probably be one of the things I end up doing today. But other than that, it's pretty slick. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it's reflective, which is cool. Let's see how I can kind of, yeah, it's reflective. It's cool. Kind of see the contrast there. So pretty slick unit, way nicer than a Freightliner, way nicer. So Aaron got assigned this truck. Aaron always keeps good care of new units, so usually him and a couple other guys get the picks on the new units because they take really good care of them. So this is Aaron's truck, and Modesto also drives this when they kind of, Aaron and him swap shifts. So Aaron and Modesto, that's their truck, and they take really good care of it. And then other than that, that wheel lift has been here for a while, but we have one brand new one. It's on a 450 chassis. It's not here at the moment, but I'll have to show you guys that when it gets here. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop in the rotator and head up to Yucca Valley. We'll see you when we get there. Before we head out, a couple new faces. Oh, looks like he's gonna pull out anyway. A couple new faces. We got Jonathan, who's working for us now. He drives, well, we hired him as a heavy duty driver, but with just Class A experience. He pretty much got land all pretty quick, so now we're training him on heavy duty, so you'll see him around. And then Jose is currently up in Escondido, or at least on his way to Escondido to pick up some generators. Jose is same boat, Class A experience, no towing. He's learning the ropes as well, so you'll see them around. They're gonna be part of the team, and yeah, we're happy with them so far. So we'll see how they progress. All right, guys. So our container isn't here just yet. We're gonna kind of get roughly set up, but leave ourselves some maneuverability in case we need to move forward or back. But this is roughly where the container needs to go. So get my outriggers out here on both sides. Okay, so we got outriggers out over here. And then we're gonna wanna extend out over here. Now what I did is I set myself up parallel to where they wanna set, and then I set up my center of rotation roughly 90 degrees, or roughly centered with their center mark on the container where they want it on the ground. And hopefully we're close enough. Like I said, we're gonna wait till the container gets into here and get eyes on it just to make sure. So I don't want to set up and get all the boom blown out and off the side until we're sure. But what we will do is blow some boom off the back and just keep it off the back. Make sure we're not sticking out past this mark, which we're not. Let's go ahead and boom down. Underlift down. So for this, I'm gonna go with my 4 8-foot slings here, red in color. So you could be good for 13.2 a piece in a straight configuration, which is good, plenty. They're easy to work with. It's kind of my go-to when it comes to containers, as long as they're not crazy heavy loaded. Then we'd jump up to the blues. We're gonna grab 4 of our 1.5 for the bottom. These will go into the pockets of the container. So we need 4 of these guys. Just chuck them over there for now. Need 2 more of those, and then we're gonna use 1.25 for our top end. It's 9 o'clock, I haven't seen our container yet, so hopefully he's not too far behind. We were all supposed to be here at 9. I was here at like 8:45. If you're not late, if you're not early, you're late. All right, so this is how this is gonna go. We're gonna do 2 legs. These are both gonna go into our 1.25 inch. And these will hook up into our hook. So now you got 2 equal 8-foot lengths. These. All right, guys, if I had $1 for every time this GoPro has let me down, I would be a millionaire. I don't know, it said low battery even though it has 65%. So anyway, as you guys can see, I don't think you guys saw in the last video, we have outriggers down. We have our boom kind of blown out. We're gonna blow some more out. And then we have our pads doubled up on this side. So we doubled up here. That gives us, basically we want this not touching the ground, give us the most mechanical advantage on this lift as possible. And then over here, we went ahead and put our pads side by side. And we did that because this pad is really about the same footprint as this. So if you just put it under there, it's really not giving you any advantage. So if you stack them side by side, in this case, we're spreading out our load across more surface area, reducing our, I guess, our ground bearing pressure. So that way we're not punching into the ground. You guys can see that on this side, which I'm not worried about because it's on the non-lift side. So we're not gonna get really any worse than this, but you guys can see, you know, I put a little indentation into the ground, which if that was on the lift side, we were lifting here and we start taking up weight as we're lifting, that could be a problem. That could definitely punch in. It probably would punch in a little bit further, and you could get the truck way out of level really quickly and potentially flip over if you're not careful. So it's very important to realize your what your ground conditions are. Another thing we got going here, so you guys can see we were on a pretty gnarly, it doesn't look like it, pretty gnarly slope though. This is what the truck ended up to be level. So you can see the front end's like almost, I don't know, here, let's go walk over there. I mean, that front end is a good, you know, that's my hand, so some pretty good room there. So that's what it took to get the truck level. So we're on obviously a pretty good down slope. Relatively level left and right. It's just the front and back was what we needed to do there. So container apparently is about a mile away. So we're gonna start blowing some boom out here and get ready for him. We'll swing the boom off the side, back him in right here, lift, set. Should be pretty simple, like I said, as long as that weight is accurate. So let's go ahead and get some boom out. So all I'm doing right now is just booming out. We'll see where the cables end up. See, white's just paying out cable, which is fine. Blue's gonna catch here and should start sending cable down. They're all free spooled. Oh, there's all the boom she's got right there, so that's okay. So let's go ahead and boom up now. Get boomed up pretty good here. Probably gonna need to be in the 50-degree range to bring our radius in tight enough to lift this with all the boom out. If permitting, like given that the weight's not a problem, I do tend to operate the truck as more of a boom it all the way out and change my radius based on boom up and down. It's a lot less wear on the wear pads. Shouldn't really be booming in and out under load. I guess the manufacturer says you can, but you know, it's not the greatest either. I don't know, that's pretty close to center over the load in terms of radius, and then I don't know, that's a probably pretty close guesstimate to where 90 degrees off the side of the truck is. Let's see what the computer says. Yeah, good guess. Good guess, Trent. Here, I'll show you guys here. So we're sitting, you guys can see, 90 degrees. We're 60-degree boom angle, which is almost max. It's kind of bounced between 59 and 60. 60 is the max. We have a let me just boom it down. I think it's wigging out because of that. Like a 17-foot radius. It's kind of wigging out a little bit. And then we are good. Let's put this into a 4-part configuration. We're good for 36,000 here, so that's good. Now, this is a good opportunity, since we do have the boom off the side of the truck, to check our level once more. So I can confirm by the bubble levels that we're sitting pretty. You can also go in the computer here. Computer thinks we're happy. It's in the green. If it was out of level in any direction, you would see a red mark, red tick, showing you degrees of, I guess, out of level. So for example, if you had one red mark here, you're 1 degree out of level to the driver's side. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut the camera down until the container shows up, and we'll go from there. All right, we missed the action. The driver was starting to get stuck, but he appears to be good. So let's see, hopefully he makes this turn, which as long as he opens up, he should be all right. Yeah, I think he's got it. I was a little concerned about that turn. He was spinning pretty good there. I think he was just turned too sharp though. There he goes. Very nice. What's going on, buddy? All right, guys, we kind of got the truck into here. He's not straight with where we want it, but that's okay. I'm gonna lift it a little bit off center, so I'm gonna swing forward to center myself up, center the boom up with the container. He was having trouble. He was getting stuck, so I didn't want to keep moving him, so it might be a little bit wonky. Buddy, did you get a weight on this by chance? Do you know how much it weighs?
I think so, 25, man.
Including the container, or what's in? No idea. Did it feel heavy?
Yeah, it feel better. It's like 25.
Okay. Do we have that ladder?
Extension or the 8-footer?
The 8-footer on the front will work. Sweet. Thank you.
Yep.
All right, I'm go ahead and put this in.
You guys want water or something?
Sure, I'll do water. Thank you. Okay, I'm using this vantage point as an opportunity to get everything sitting nice. Alright, so that's all the way out. Take it in just an inch or so. Thank you.
No problem.
Appreciate it. All right, guys, we're all rigged up, pretty much ready to go. I will say just right now, this thing is not going to come up straight. Just how we have him, he was getting stuck. It's going to swing a little bit, but it's within my comfort zone, so I'm okay with it. So we're going to go up slow, see what happens, and let's go. Okay, we can probably get him out. Sounds good. I can just, I'll boom it down to here and I can swing it into here. It should line up pretty close. Okay, booming up, down. Okay. Do you want to set the back first?
Yeah, I'll set the back and then
okay.
just get the, get it lined up. And
Yep. Like it kind of in there?
Yeah, we're pretty damn close.
Okay. I'll
back a couple inches.
Yep, I'll bring it back a little bit.
I can adjust this board too.
Okay, I'm gonna bring it down slow. You like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then just needs to nose over just a little bit.
Okay.
So that I can kick this board in too.
Okay. So you want to pick it up or just set
Yeah,
the?
pick it up just a little tiny.
Okay, I'm gonna come up a little.
Swing the front end?
Yeah, that way.
If you're willing to sacrifice some, basically, space that way, I can swing it because we're kind of fighting it right now.
Drop it right there,
Drop it. All right, coming down.
That's right there. Drop
Okay.
it more. You don't have to be perfect on this
Okay.
side.
I'm gonna work the front down so we're not putting a bunch of pressure here. It's kind of sliding.
And that's why I put a level on it. When I have to have it up just a little bit, we'll slide
Sure.
those boards under.
Okay. I'll hold it there then, and you can get it all level.
Cool.
It's probably gonna be around there. So, not the prettiest lift. You guys saw the little bit of how the container slid sideways to become perpendicular with the boom. Not a huge deal, just something you gotta definitely be aware of. You can get out of radius, you can get out of whack pretty quickly doing stuff like that, but it's within reason. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is take everything out, but I'm gonna leave one sling. I'm gonna play a little game here. That's what I like to do when I'm by myself. And I wanna put some weight on these cables so they don't get all out of whack. I take one sling, string them between the two, basically make myself a basket. And I sit in it, use my remote, and I just float myself a couple inches above the ground to keep everything nice and taut so we don't get overlapped cables up there, which is never a good day. So let me undo one of these guys. Sit right in here, put my arms behind.
Steer to base.
So right now I'm just cabling up, booming down, keeping myself right above the ground. See, my feet are dangling just a little. Almost all the way in here. You guys see my reflection. It's kind of the game here. Okay, that should be good. Let's get ourselves out of that. All right, that's pretty close. I think we're a little off center. That's okay. Couldn't get our outriggers up. That way we can put our shackles away without having to reach way up in the truck. Work on getting the front down. Bring the back down a little bit. Go to the front again. There we go. Back to earth. Front outrigger is coming up. Back's all the way up, so we'll suck that in. That's coming up, we'll suck that in. Put the remote away. We're gonna need this door open anyway. Might as well put it in through here. Alright, oh, I guess we do need this open. Suck these in. Alright guys, I think that's pretty much it. I'm gonna obviously put away the shackles and the straps and these, but I think you guys have seen me do that plenty of times, so let's do that. Let's get out of here. Alright y'all, that is a wrap. I think that job went pretty well, so let's go ahead and head back to Indio, see what else the day has for us. Enjoy the time lapse. We just got back to the yard here. Let's I'm gonna fuel up the truck, see how much fuel we burn there, just to give you guys kind of an idea of how much fuel a truck like this burns. That was about a, I don't know, 60 mile or 120 mile round trip. So let's see what she burns. I'm gonna grab some gloves here. And we wait. That's $5.50 roughly right now. that we're paying for fuel. So you can see how many gallons we come up with. As you guys remember, we filled it up full when we left. So call it 18 gallons. So $100 roughly in fuel for that. So kind of puts it into perspective how things can get expensive pretty quickly, you know. But anyway, let's go ahead and park this truck and see what else we got going on. I see Taylor has truck 18, that orange truck I was showing you by the shop. So maybe he's checking something out. Got this tractor preloaded for a 1 p.m. delivery today. This is a demo unit that the dealer's sending out to a customer to kind of trial run and play with, I guess, see if they want to buy it. So we're going to take it out to them around 1 o'clock. So let's go ahead and get this truck parked and see what else we can get into. This truck is like smoking profusely. I don't know if you guys can see that on camera, but it's smoking. We're doing a forced regen on this truck. It's giving us some DEF problems, of course. So buy nice new equipment to have DEF problems, name of the game. These were a little too small, so I had the guy reprint a lot better and just throw them away, I guess. All right, so here's the current situation. This light we know works. This is obviously the new orange truck that I showed you guys earlier, which, like I said, I will be doing a full truck tour, but we're doing a little maintenance right now. This light did not work, so we tore apart the headliner assuming that this was maybe working at one point, but didn't have power, and we determined that it was just never even plugged in to start with, because it didn't have power out here, didn't have power in there. So now what we did was we ran some extensions here into this pigtail, because it's literally only this long, and this tiny little hole, it's hard to see, but there's a tiny little hole back there that this wire needed to pass through, and then that would have left us with like an inch of working room to get some sort of connector, whether it be these solder connectors that I'm using or butt connector or something on the end of that. So we elected to put some extensions on, but now the problem that we have is this kind of mess here is too big to fit through there, so we're gonna have to drill that out now. So that's kind of our current status at the moment. Got all the trucks pulled out right now. The guys are doing some cleaning up in that bay, getting some things reorganized. Kenworth just finished, as you guys heard. It's regen, so hopefully, cross our fingers, we don't have any problems with that, and we can put that truck back into service. So that's what's going on. All right, we passed the wires through and then put these little splicing deals on. Not the biggest fan of those, but with the space we had and the existing wiring, it would have, I don't think it would, we would have to rewire this whole thing. So it is what it is, but we're gonna button that all up, tape it all up, and call it a day there. All right, I saw that Aaron already corrected his valet way, not valet, so we're good there. I think next on the list here, we have a bunch of tires that we need to get put on, or that, basically, long story short, we had 4 trailers for one of our accounts that we pull around, that we brought here to the yard. We took all the tires off, put brand new tires on, checked all the lights, basically brought them back up to tip-top shape. And as a result of that, we kept all the tires here. So now we're gonna load the tires back onto a flatbed and take them back to them so they're not taking up space in our yard. So there's 24 tires. All right, so as long as we keep these tires stacked, they should fit on the flatbed. Okay. That's how it's done. Oh, here's the new wheel lift. I'll do a dedicated truck tour on that one as well. That's a really nice truck. I like those new 450s, they're pretty nice. All right, let's park this. We're gonna turn the PTO on here real quick, and we're gonna throw some tire shine on the truck because we got a couple free minutes. So let's go and do that. We're gonna put the truck up on outriggers. Check that out.
truck 20, 36 gallons.
You guys remember
and the odometer is
this morning what this all looked like, and
151,686.
now it looks like this. Pretty nice. Actually back the trucks into here now. This kind of became a shade structure for some of my grandpa's collectibles and tires and whatnot, but we cleaned it up a little bit. Looks a lot better. So nice. All right, got the truck up on outriggers here. We are going to get some tire shine going. Get the tires nice and cleaned up, give it a nice black look. I really, I think this is made by, this is a reused bottle. It's not chemical, guys, clay lube. Crap, I forget who I bought this from, but it's really good tire shine because it actually dries to the touch, which is what I really like about it. So you don't have this sticky mess that catches dust and whatnot. So pretty nice. I'm gonna throw this on real quick and show you guys. Let that dry up and I will show you guys the difference. All right, so there's your little comparison. That's without tire shine, and then ba-bam. And then it's still a little bit wet, but it will dry to the touch, which is nice. Helps reduce the amount of dust picked up. So, all right, guys, that's gonna be a wrap for the day. We'll see what happens tonight. Should be pretty quiet though. Tomorrow we do have another rotator job, lifting a container. We got to lift it onto our trailer though, and then transport it, and then drop it off again. So that's what's on the radar for tomorrow. I know we got some other things planned too. I just don't know who's doing what. So I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But in terms of today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the video, and we will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching, guys.